Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to complete one of the B problems, which should be very similar to the problems that you have in your homework. So the textbook gives us this information, and this is telling us this is what the budget was for the previous year. And then it says at the end of the year, this is what the actual was. So we're going to need to go in and look at our budget and our actual and find our variance. So I'm going to tell you basically the easiest way to complete the first part of this problem is to create a horizontal analysis. So here's my budget, here's my actual, and here's my difference. So my budget, my actual minus budget, 34 units. And then I take that 34 units and divide it by 1700 and I get 2%. And so you can see my formula is right up in here. And I'm going to give you this Excel file as well. And you can see my formula is right here. And so I went ahead and I did that all the way down. I created that horizontal analysis to figure out what the difference in percentage of the units budgeted and actual was. And there are some negatives. Now be very, very careful because this part 2 wants us to take into consideration decimal places and round them. So get rid of those decimal places. So it means we're going to have to round up. Well, we all know in the real world of Excel that if I was to go, we'd see all kinds of decimal places, but the book doesn't want that. So we'll have to make some inputs in order to change that. So based on the fact that we had a certain percentage, so you can see they're right here, what I do is I come over here and I grab the information, the 1734 from the actual, and then that 2%. So my new year budget is going to be 1769. This came from that 609, and then the 5%, 639, and subtract the 4% here, 415. And again, you can see that I am linking all of my formulas to a previous calculation, except for these down here. That's my formula. I take this amount and I add this amount times that. So you can see the parentheses, what's in the parentheses you do first, and then you do the remainder of your calculations. And so I dragged that on down and then I summed it. Again, check that out. If I was to do anything with this, I would have fractions, but the book says no fractions allowed. So I did that, came on down, and now I'm going to go ahead and plug in the information. And I did. So up here at the very top, it tells me that we're increasing the home to 250 and the business to 820. So I already input that. And I went ahead and went the sales volume multiplied the selling price. It gives me my total sales. I also punched these in by hand. So even though, I don't like to do that, I did, because it's going to give me a better, it's going to give me the correct answer without any decimal places. And I did that all the way down. Let me go ahead and put an underline there, because I love me some underlines. Okay, and there. And so, again, did the same thing all the way down. I plugged those numbers in. This amount came from the instructions, and this is just a this times this. And there we go. That is our sales budget. So I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and tomorrow I'm going to work on completing the other B's and putting this into your classroom setting so that you can have some fun with that. So it is 10 o'clock, and so I bid you adieu, and I will see you mañana. There's a couple of different languages there, though I don't speak any of them. You guys have a wonderful night and a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. And give a shout out to some of your fellow students, because they're the ones that are coming to me saying, hey, I need additional help. do a video on this, and I'm listening and I'm trying to get those videos done for you. So yay, fun time. Give them a hand.